Hello. Right. I've been told that at this point in the proceedings, I should stop serving drinks and talk for a bit. So it's very nice to see. Do you know, it sounds as though I'm broadcasting out across the Thames. There's a good echo there.
Switch the echo on.
Yeah, so it's very nice to see you all here. I'm sorry about the weather. It's supposed to perk up later, so if you stay around, you may yet get some sun. This is our annual summer party. It is an event where everybody can stand up and meet everybody else. I've never quite worked out how we find out whether everybody's happy, but I'm assuming that you will let me know if you're not. So if you like this sort of event, we might try and do another one of them a bit like this. As opposed to sitting down. So just depending on how the votes go, we might do that.
Are you going to apologise for the weather?
I am not going to apologise for the weather, however I'm hopeful that the sun will come out in due course if you stay around long enough. Right, I'd like to welcome two of our members who have never come to an event before. One is Raz Khan. Are you around, Raz? Can I see? Yes, good man, there is Raz Khan. And the other one is Mike Goodison. Yeah, there he is. Yes, you should move around, you two. It's not that scary.
What about Val Baker?
I'm going to come on to Val Baker as it happens. Because she begins with B, so she's next on the list in alphabetical order. So we have a number of guests here, of whom Val Baker is one. Thank you very much for coming. Linda Chiddup is another.
She's not here.
She's not here. Oh, no. Right, Dave Hawkins?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Peter Hodgson, I saw him somewhere. Yes. Nice to see you, Peter. Thank you for coming. Rebecca Jones.
Unfortunately, she couldn't come today.
She could need to, and Alistair Whitman. Yes. Clearly well known to many of you. Yes. If any of you guests would like to become members, if you see Jill afterwards, she will give you the necessary details. I'd also like to welcome Jane Frost, who has just left. She had to go somewhere else, and I was a bit slow getting on my feet. But anyway, we were very glad to have her here, and she's going to be coming to our next dinner, so it's my guest. Our next... lunch for you. Dinner for me, lunch for you.
We see. What about after?
Our next event is the autumn lunch at the Union Jack Club, which is just over there. And I am told that this is a very popular venue. I haven't been to it myself, and that therefore, if you want to come, you should get your name down early. So bear that in mind. October the 15th is the day. Yeah? And then there is the annual general meeting. On the 4th of December, 5 o'clock in Cantar. There is free drink to encourage those of you who wish to come along. Nigel just reminded you that actually it's a good place to have a drink. And I suppose the other piece of good news is that, as far as we're aware, no members have died. So this is...
We might be here for another hour.
So, listen, I get a list of deaths before the meeting, and I'm glad to say there were none on it, so this is good.
You have to put your hand up and say who's next.
No, we're not taking volunteers at the moment. On a relatively serious note, as most of you will be aware, Lawrence Bailey has been collecting oral history interviews to record the development of our profession. So over the... thank you. It's all right, I'm getting signs from over there. Over the last couple of years, Lawrence has been doing interviews which are typically 2 to 3 hours long with people who have been in... They get to talk about what they used to do in their earlier days. So we have now 12 interviews from people, and we're going to continue to collect some more, and they're going to be made available by the Market Research Society for people who are doing research who would like to listen to the interviews, and for historians who are doing serious historical research. So this is a really nice piece of work which has been sponsored by this group. One of the problems we have is that, of course, we don't have a lot of money. So we can't pay people to do the work, we just hope that they do it voluntarily. And we need someone to help edit the recordings, because they're 3 hours long and we need to get them down to about 45 minutes. If any of you know a good history person who would be interested in helping with the work, we would quite like to be introduced to them. So if you do know someone who likes doing historical research and is interested in the market research industry, please will you tell Jill Waring, and we will consider whether they can help us do the work. It will be good when it's done, because there will be a nice set of really quite good transcripts which will introduce to people who are interested how market research grew up. And it's surprising how much of what's happening now with big data looks just like what was happening with market research about 40 years ago. That's, as it were, a serious piece. Now, the only other thing is, if any of you would like to write about your what you're doing currently, or what you would like to be doing currently, and inform other members, we would be very happy to publish it in the newsletter. So for those of you who have the urge to share how your life is going and the sort of hobbies you have, we would be looking for people to write for the newsletter. So if you're willing to do that, please let us know. Apart from that, I have nothing more to say other than do enjoy yourself. And have a nice day. Thank you. Bye-bye.